Welcome back, Santa Clarita. Our little town is growing. Right? Chris Fall is here with me in studio, our latest Heart District board member. He was appointed 2 weeks ago now?
Officially sworn in on Wednesday evening, but June 5th was the appointment.
Absolutely, yeah. You just had your first meeting. You guys went over the budget, so it was you just jumped right in there.
Yes,
right?
It was. I got my agenda packet and thought I was reading War and Peace. It was beautiful. But yeah, it's amazing what the district handles and what they do on a day-to-day basis.
And here on the City Spotlight Show, we focus on all things city. But Chris Fall has been face all over the Santa Clarita Valley. You're on local school board now with the Heart District with 23,000 high school kids, but you're also organizing a concerts series for your jobs as a commissioner on the Parks and Recs Commission.
That is correct. I'm chair of the Parks, Recreation, Community Services Commission, which is an appointed body by the City Council.
And what has more paperwork, the planning for concerts in the park or the budget you looked at the other night?
I'm going with the district on that one. That's an easy one.
Talk to me a little bit about what's happening. I mean, it starts on July 7th, and it's the 24th annual, so it's been around almost as long as the city itself. And it's probably it's easily the most attended event that the city puts on.
It is, and I want to correct you. July 6th, I believe, is the first.
Apologize.
Let's make sure that's a Saturday. Checking the calendars, but that's what I have on my paperwork.
Well, I'm here with the director himself. So.
Well, I'll tell you, there's just something that I think in Santa Clarita, and we all know this because we live here, but I've always told Gail Ortiz, the public information officer, that my tagline for Santa Clarita is it's where things are just better. It's schools, it's family life, it's safety. You had Captain Becker on earlier.
Right.
And it goes to our college district, at College of the Canyons, and the collaborative efforts working with the city and the school districts, but also just the economy in general. When things are bad, they're not as bad here.
It's true.
And it reflects in the unemployment numbers as well.
And I mean, and certainly it's a reflection that you have, 5,000 people come out to see the Journey cover band, and there's rarely an incident. There's never, it just everything goes off without a hitch, and everybody has a really great time at Central Park. Talk to me a little bit about the lineup that we're going to see.
Well, it's an exciting lineup this year. The performers include, we open up July 6th with the Queen Nation, tribute band to Queen. And of course, that's just an amazing tribute. Queen was just an icon band back in the day, and I'm not going to throw a decade out there because that would date me. Then we follow up with Queen on July 13th with Poor Man's Poison, and they were a recent winner of the Best New Act in Country Music at the Texaco Country Showdown in Nashville.
Absolutely. We were actually supporting them and nominated for them and behind them all the way when they came through that. They won the KHTS concert and concert competition, and now they're a national act. They're signed, and they're big time.
Yeah, if you're into country music, that's one you don't want to miss. It's going to be new, and it's going to be fresh.
And tell me a little bit about Boss Sticks.
Well, if you're a Boston fan or a Sticks fan, you're going to get both in one evening. Again, just a great music vibe on two American pop icon music bands. I mean, it's going to be a lot of energy. It'll be a throwback, folks. There's something about music that when you hear a certain song, you can reflect right back where you were almost the first time you heard it. And
would you say it's more than a feeling?
I would.
Thank you. Thank you for humoring me on that.
I'm just glad I knew what you meant.
And coming following that up, we have Platinum Groove. What's that about?
Platinum Groove is a unique, refreshing, high-energy, interactive variety dance band that anyone who loves to dance will be dancing in the aisles.
Well, you certainly see a lot of that at Concerts at the Park. There's barbecuing, there's good times, revelry, and there's dancing.
We're going to talk a little bit about the barbecuing when we get into the do's and don'ts, because they'll be selling food, and they try to deter that at the park. But we'll talk a little bit about that.
Okay, and then Incendio?
Incendio, yeah, a Latin guitar world group delivering energetic live show. They performed 3 years ago at concerts in the park, and they're backed by popular demand.
Now, as far as you're involved in the organizing of this show, how are the groups selected, and what is that process like?
The best part about being on the commission is you leave things like that to staff.
Oh, really?
I get to promote, be on that end, and be in your radio show and talk about the events. But that's really Phil Landis and his team.
Okay.
Over at City Hall.
And they just kind of produce it based on, like you were saying, back with popular demand is Incendio, so they'll kind of just look at what the people are enjoying, I'd imagine. And then,
exactly.
And then we have a Saturday show.
And then Incendio's followed up, of course, by Boogie Nights. What would a concert in the park be without Boogie Nights?
Were you a disco king back in the day yourself,
Disco
Chris?
King, I think I played John Travolta in front of a mirror a couple times with that hand move and pointing to the sky.
He's doing it here in studio, but you can't see it. Sorry, folks. And then we have 2 more shows after that. We go all the way to August 24th, right?
That is correct. Following up Boogie Nights is Lisa Haley and the Zyda Cats, and that's more of a jazz, folk rock and blues type of music. So we're trying to get something for every different genre.
And the Spasmatics look like something altogether different.
The Spasmatics, man, the 80s, that new wave stuff, Oingo Boingo, Duran Duran, Thomas Dolby, Billy Idol.
Oh, now you're getting into my wheel.
And more.
All right, well, we'll talk a little bit more about that when we come back from a break. This is the City of Santa Clarita Spotlight Show on your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS.